Well, every so often we get the pleasure of having a fantastic guest in studio with us, everybody. Now, this one has literally gone from working the backstreet pubs, singing for her supper, to being what can only be described as an international celebrity and an icon of the drag institution of which we all should be in, to be completely honest with you. And she joins us now. I'm of course referring to the one and only Miss Divina De Campo.
Hello.
How the heck are you?
I'm really good. What a joy to be back with you as well.
Our last interview we did was a good few years ago.
Yeah.
And these days, I just catch up with you on the old Instagram while you're putting your face on and talking to your fans.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, having fans.
I know, that's weird, isn't it?
Hasn't that been
the only
fantastic?
fan I ever used to have was I used to carry it around in a handbag.
Well, we could do it
Dry
on
your
here
face.
today, really.
We
couldn't
could.
I must just-
Toasty.
we are working here in the hottest day of the year, everybody. And I'm dressed like Joyce Temple Savage. And
I'm dressed like I'm taking her to a funeral.
well, then, it's probably going to be my funeral. I tell you, listen, mixtape. First of all, for those who don't know, a mixtape back in the day was a cassette, everybody. It was either 90 minutes or 60 minutes, normally from THF or wherever it was from. And you'd put your favourite songs on there and you'd enjoy it, which relates to a perfect era in time with Miss Diana Spencer, Law Lady, and the legend that is, I don't know what I'm saying.
Princess of Wales.
Princess of Wales.
Absolutely.
And you're going to be her.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be one of Diana's.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, everybody in the audience is going to be Diana. We're all Diana for the night. So we're going to relive Diana's life through 5 drag queens. There's me, Kitty Scott-Claus, Priyanka, Courtney Act, and Rose. So all of us sing, all of us dance, they all act, and I'll be there. So we're telling the story through a mixtape. So it's all through pop divas songs. So there's Dua Lipa in there, Ava Max, Demi Lovato, Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
And Kylie's in there. So it's all these songs just kind of fit perfectly the times that Diana went through and the things that we think would have been going through her mind at the time.
So is this being covered in a serious way, or is it a reflective way, or is it drag queen chaos?
I mean, it's very much in the British institution of irreverence.
Right.
This is joy,
Yeah.
but it is also very much a celebration of Diana's life. This isn't like we're not making fun of Diana.
Right.
It's very much not that. This is
Because
a
you can't do that, really, can you? She was a beautiful person.
Oh, and the impact that she had on the world is astronomical.
Yeah.
Her walking through the landmines, shaking hands with AIDS patients when nobody was doing anything like that. And also she just had a real kind of punk attitude.
Yeah, because she must have been getting all these things that you've just mentioned there. She must have been getting backlash from the royal family, this biggest institution, and dare I say, gangsterhood.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, they call themselves the firm, don't
Yeah.
they? They call themselves the firm.
So, I mean, she must have been getting all the backlash. So how are we seeing this on stage then? How are you taking it on? What's going on?
So the 5 queens all tell the story of Diana, and we are Diana at the same time. So the way that I'm trying to kind of make this make sense for everybody is, when you have an argument with somebody and then 2 hours later you replay it and you're like, I would say this and then they would say that and then I would say this and then they would say that and I would put them down with this amazing thing that I would say right there. It's kind of like that. So we're telling the audience what's happening whilst also having a conversation in and amongst ourselves as well. So there's the Dianas aren't just telling the story.
Are you all dressing as her?
Yeah, we're all Diana.
Get out.
And then we've got Kiala Settle, who is the bearded lady, obviously, from The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
She is the queen, and she's singing I'll Be Your Commander.
And is she dressing like the queen?
I think so.
Oh, my God, that is pure heavenly cam. Oh, my goodness me. So we've got the queen, we've got Diana. Have we got Charles?
Yes. Yeah, Charles is Noel Sullivan.
From Hearsay?
From Hearsay, yeah, pure and simple. Oh, yeah, I'll be there for you. And Noel will be there.
So how do we make this show camper then?
Well, I think the only way to make it camper is by everybody turning up dressed as Diana themselves. It's going to be just unadulterated joy.
Yeah.
There was a lot of tragedy in Diana's life, but we are coming at this from a celebratory point you. You know, it's very much that.
So I know you're quite methodical when you come into roles.
Yeah, I am.
Right. So what research and what have you taken from your research that you're putting into this Diana?
Yeah, I've been watching loads of her interviews and loads of the kind of clips on TV, and then, you know, reading up and around, you know, who she was and the kind of different things that she was doing. You know, like the trip to the RVT with Freddie Mercury where she dressed in drag.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I think she was very supportive of the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
And I think actually she would enjoy this if she was here to see it.
And the more we're learning about her, sadly since she's passed, the more we're learning about her, the word people's princess seems to fit more and more better than what a crown would have ever fitted.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't it?
Absolutely. And she just wasn't what I was saying before about her being kind of punk. And she was in her own way, because the institution was telling her, do this, be this, behave this way, and she was like, no, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it the way that I'm going to do it. And so she very much made her own choices within that institution, which was
with the people, though.
Yeah.
I mean, as a queen or a princess, you think that the subjects, so to speak, i.e. the people, are what you need to be. They are your fan base. They are what keep you going.
Yeah.
And the more that we kind of lose this thought that they should be king and queen because they're on a bloodline, because it's not working out like that. But William seems to be doing a perfect job with it, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would not want that for any money. Don't give me anything. I would not want to be a royal, just because the expectation on you is enormous.
Yeah.
And you are not free.
No.
You are from birth, you are expected, and there are, you know, things which you have to do that nobody else has to do, and the expectations on top of you are just...
But I suppose your life must have changed since Drag Race.
Yeah, it has.
So would you find that there's more expectations on you now to be this certain way, to be this sort of Divina?
We were talking about this yesterday, about... I was talking with Rose yesterday about... I kind of miss the days where you could just put a shake and go wig on, open the makeup box, smash your face in, go and do your job. Everyone would have a jolly time. And there's not this expectation of you have to look, you know, perfect and amazing. And you could go out in a, you know, £20 dress, roll around on the floor and have a jolly time.
Yeah.
But now, if you know, especially after Drag Race, the expectation is, which I totally get, you know, and I feel a real... responsibility to an audience that, you know, if you've paid to see me, I need to make sure that what you've paid to see is worth it.
Yeah.
So that means that, you know, what I'm wearing and what I'm doing, and, you know, I try my absolute best to make everything as good as it possibly can be. But I do miss the days where you could just turn up, like me and Nana turning up on a Wednesday at AXM when that was still a thing. She'd have no idea what the music was. We'd have rehearsed for 3 hours. She'd still have no idea. And everybody loved it.
It was camp days, wasn't it? But I mean, how much of that grounding have you taken into your sellout theatre shows now?
Oh, I am exactly who I was before.
Yeah.
You know me. I just say what I see.
You do.
And didn't always make me friends.
No.
But apart from, you know, I'm very aware of, if you're paying £20 to come and see my show, I need to be giving you a show that is worth £20.
Are we still getting Proud Mary?
Always. You'll always get Proud Mary.
I think that was your classic, whereas mine always happened to be dressing like Susan Boyle. Do you know what I mean? I think that was the two things that will never escape.
But that's just one side of me.
Is it? I remember trying to do that routine after I'd seen you. I thought, I can do it. I was knackered just from the throw forward.
It's killer.
It's exhausting, isn't it?
It's killer.
It's
and the old
doing drag though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, but, well, you know, everything's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's what it is with drag. Everything is very uncomfortable. And then you have to make it look like everything's fine.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, we're wearing a chiffon when we're really wearing 5,000
exactly.
layers and dying slowly.
And a load of scaffolding holding you in.
So, listen, why for you did you start in drag? Where did it all begin from?
Oh my goodness, that was because of my husband.
Really?
Yeah. So I'd started as a dancer and a singer primarily, and I was out in Wales dancing and teaching and, you know, doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You're not earning any money, are you?" And I was like, "No." And he said, "Well, look," he used to run a nightclub in Stoke, a gay club in Stoke. And you say, why don't you try doing drag? You could earn £100 a night for a gig.
So.
£100 a night for a gig.
Hey.
I mean, bearing in mind that I was earning £700 a month.
Oh, really?
A month.
From your dancing?
Yeah.
Ah.
So I was like, £100 a night. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you've made it. Yeah.
Mummy, Nick. Needless to say, I did not make £100 a night for a very, very long time.
No.
But that was okay. 10 years of, that was why I started.
Yeah.
And also, I wanted to be in shows. I'm not going to be Jean Valjean, am I?
No.
Look at this face. Listen to this voice.
It's too
no one's
innocent.
buying that, are they?
Too innocent. I could see you as a Gavroche. I could see that. That would work, wouldn't
It's a
it?
Gavroche.
But you say that. You've been playing Mary Sunshine, talking innocence.
That's true. She is very innocent, but she's not really because she's a con man.
Oh, God, you said that. I thought that was going elsewhere.
Yeah. How very dare you. She's a con man. She's not really who she says she is.
No.
Like everybody in that show. That's why I love Chicago so much. That just everybody... It just shows us what people really are. We all have this face that we show to the world, and then we have who we are really. And the people that we see on that stage, the thing that they, Billy Flynn saying, "All I care about is love."
Yeah.
That's the face that he shows to the world. But we all know that that's not true.
All
and
he
that's
cares about is
implicit.
money.
Exactly, and that's implicit in the
Yeah.
song. And that's what I really love about that, is that everybody's got all these different layers in Chicago running through them.
Now, as drag queens, we all love to do a bit of musical theatre.
Yeah.
You were kind of doing it in the clubs and the pubs. I mean, how does it feel when you get a phone call to say, actually, no, we don't want you to do it in the pubs. We don't want you to do it in a theatre.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean, because apart from anything, you can hear yourself.
Oh, really? Oh, gotcha.
Listen, when you work in the pubs and clubs, if you get a monitor, you're at the Ritz.
Yeah. It's normally a heart monitor, isn't it?
Oh, me, Nick. I can hear my voice in here. Oh, me, Nick. Oh. So the sound often in pubs and clubs is very difficult, isn't it? You just have to kind of listen to the music and do your best to pitch it.
Yeah.
So then once you're working in a theatre, you can actually hear what your voice is doing. So it's
and is that a shock to your system when you can finally hear yourself?
Yeah, because you think, God, I thought I sounded better than this.
That's what I was getting at. Oh, one role. Look at me. I'm like Wogan. What one role that you've managed to make your own, I think, would be fair to say for most people, really. Hedwig.
Oh, what a joy.
I mean, that's not an easy role. You talk about your Jean Valjeans.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not an easy role to do, is it?
No, it's an hour and a half is the show, and you, as Hedwig, you basically do everything.
Yeah.
Apart from one song
Yeah.
that's covered by the person who's playing your husband, Yitzhak. And it was just a gift. Like the whole thing was an absolute gift, because the director, Jamie Fletcher, I've known her forever and ever and ever. We were at uni together, and then, we both kind of worked together bits and pieces on and off for the past 20 years. And she just came to me and said, look, Hedwig, should we, should we? And I was like, yes, let's do that. And she managed, it was like, I said this morning, I went and met a director, a new artistic director this morning. And I said to him, she was like Diaghilev with the Ballet Russe.
Right.
That Diaghilev had the vision and managed to get all the right people just in the right, really, really talented at finding the right talent to make the vision come to life. And that's what Jamie did. She found exactly the right people for everything, which then made it super easy for me.
Yeah. Well, because you love theatre so much, I've got a question for you. Jamie Lloyd at the moment seems to be conquering the West End. But two numbers that are the biggest numbers are being performed either on the street or to the street. I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, it's not like you don't get to see it being performed, because it gets screened in the theatre.
But is it a different thing if you're watching it on a screen? I mean, therefore, why should we not just wait for, I was going to say DVD release then, but why should you not wait for it to be an Odeon day?
Well, I think what's really interesting about it is that it's opening up the discussion about access to theatre. Because Jamie Lloyd is not a cheap performance. No. So, those tickets are pricey.
Yeah.
And I think rightly so. What the quality of what you're being given is extraordinary.
Yeah.
And I met Rachel Zegler the other day.
Right.
I was hosting for West End Live.
Oh, yeah.
Which is in
Of course, you'll be doing
Trafalgar
that.
Square.
You're hosting these events as well.
And it was like tens of thousands of people all there.
Yeah.
And I was hosting with Hannah Lowther, who does loads of TikTok stuff.
Yeah.
And Rachel just came in, chatted to us. It was really lovely. She was super, super lovely.
Still
and
grounded.
Then did a little TikTok with Hannah. Hannah was just like, would you? And she was like, yeah, of course, let's do that. You know, she was wonderful. So it's been interesting watching that conversation blow up.
Yeah.
And I'm not, I mean, I haven't seen it. So I'm not sure how I feel about it until I've experienced it.
Yeah.
But I think, how do you pay the bills in theatre? You create conversation.
And that's
exactly what Jamie's managed to do with this.
What's your thought about the curtain call being so somber? Because in Evita and Sunset Boulevard, they come down the stairs, they don't crack a smile, and that's normally when you see the artist buzzing and excited. And the lead actor in both shows seems to come down wearing snot, doesn't he, at the moment? Snot and his underwear, that's all we're kind of getting. So, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, he looks very nice in his snot and his underwear.
I'm not complaining, love. It's easy on the eye, don't get me wrong. But I just feel we should be getting, I don't know, has he run out of ideas?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, he does his whole kind of, like Vivaldi wrote music. You listen to a piece of music, it's Vivaldi.
Yes.
You go and watch a piece of Jamie Lloyd theatre, you know that it's Jamie.
So you think he's just putting his stamp on it?
Yeah, I think that's his style, and that's his kind of ethos is stripping the theatre back so that you're really looking at the performer rather than I
just worry for amateur shows, when they've done something like Mother Goose and they come on stage and the goose is covered in yolk and the other actors are just stood there looking somber. Oh dear.
I mean, it's definitely like a very different experience and a different offering.
It's not cheap. I'm not saying it's cheap. I'm just wondering if we're being cheated by not having the actress and actor on stage all the time.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Food for thought.
Yeah, it is.
When you did Hedwig, did you do a bow? Did you come?
Yeah, we did a bow. Yeah. And I was on stage for the whole time.
And you have been brave enough to be on stage without any clothing.
Oh, yeah. When we did Dancing Bear, I was on stage for 15 minutes full front. Oh.
That was
Nobody needed that, really, did they? Sorry about that, everybody who saw it.
I saw it. Still, I'm in counselling for it, to be honest. When one of your friends comes on stage wearing nothing, swinging around like a pendulum clock, I tell you, it was quite fabulous. Dancing Bear, Running Bear.
It was a long time ago, that as well.
Yeah, have you grown into yourself now?
Yeah, don't know.
Let's go back to Diana.
Yeah,
the mixtape, because when's that coming to us? When we get
we are at the Lowry on the 19th, 20th and 21st of August. So it's in the run-up just before Pride, which is perfect. So, the gay icon comes to Manchester just before Manchester has its Pride Festival.
I think we should get a number done here. Mr. Director, should we have a number done it? Not now. I mean, I'm not going to put you on the spot, but nearer the time, we should get a number done. Yes, he's agreeing.
Good.
Yes.
That sounds like a great idea.
Get you in our corner of conquest over there. Get you performing it. Listen, for you, has drag changed? Is it still good? And is it only the RuPaul's drag queens that should succeed?
No, everybody should be succeeding. Mm-hmm. It should be a case of the water that rises lifts all boats. That's what we should be doing. And I try and share people's great work when I see it. Mm-hmm. No, absolutely not. Go and see all the drag, because...
All of it.
All of it. Go and see it all. Don't do anything else with your life. Just go watch drag queens.
I just read behind your eyes there. Your eyes said, well, maybe not all of it. Divina De Campo, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you.
Thank you.